I love
I'm
what?
off on that always. I'm like, boop.
Boop, but the boop isn't there. Hey guys, welcome to What's Happening in Central Oregon, your 2-week roundup of everything news, development, business related here in Central Oregon.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We were ready to get going today. There's not a whole lot of news that has happened over the holiday break. There's a few things that have come out, and so we're going to touch on a couple of those things. But yeah, I mean, just Happy New Year in general. And as the news starts rolling in this new year, we'll have more to talk about. But today, it might be a short one. We'll see.
The biggest news is that where the heck is the snow? That's what I think everybody. Do you have an answer to that, John?
Do not have an answer to that. Well, we tell everybody all the time. Like we have, buyers that come in and they're like, "Hey, we want to come and test the winter to see how bad it is."
We have a couple buyers doing that right now.
Right now, and literally right now.
That's how he hooked his mom. She came here during February for 2 weeks, and we had no snow. We're like, yeah, this is a perfect example of our winters.
It does not snow that much in Bend anymore.
No.
I mean, maybe 30, 40 years ago, but not anymore. It just doesn't snow that much in Bend anymore. Now, I'll say that, and, one of these years we'll get Snowmageddon again. Like, 9 years ago?
Yes.
It was 9 years ago? We got a massive snowstorm. We had 3 feet on the ground.
2 winters in a row.
Yeah,
massive snow, which is great. That's what I remember.
But right now it's January 6th and we haven't had anything stick at all, like nothing. No. So anyway, all right, well, let's go ahead and talk about, let's see, what's our first? Okay, so our first story today, here's the roundup what we're going to talk about. We got some new parking codes we're going to talk about.
Woohoo.
Parking's always a hot topic in Bend, right?
Yep.
Bend parking. We've got a couple different airport stories to talk about.
Oh.
New stuff coming to the airport.
Okay.
We have a pretty interesting small business merger, we'll call it, happening. And then we're going to touch on a few different developments that
might be a hot button topic.
Might be a hot button. We don't know yet because we haven't actually posted it on our Instagram channel yet. For you, those of you watching, if you're not following What's Happening in Central Oregon on Instagram, you should go check that out. We put all the news stories there as well, just kind of without all of the extra flair that we have when we do this live.
Flair.
What are you drinking today?
Coffee in my new amazing mug. It like warms your hands and stuff.
Oh, that's so cute. Is it something that like like your kids got you for Christmas?
No. My mom and dad did. And
because that looks
locally made. Do not know the artist who makes this, but you can buy them in Sisters.
It's got a little hand warmer.
It's got his little or her logo right there. So whoever you are, you're amazing. I love this thing. Use it every day.
I was gonna say you only use it every day since Christmas morning.
I wash it, people, so don't blow up the comments.
All right. Oh my goodness. So let's see. We're gonna talk about where we're going here. So updated to the Bend parking code. This one's kind of interesting. So as of January 1st, 5 days ago, the city of Bend has adopted a new parking code to make rules clearer and enforcement fairer. I guess, sort of. So there's there's 2 different parts to this that I think are kind of interesting, and we can get your take on it in a bit here. First one is like the actual parking ticket, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I want. Not that one. New and important parking rules. So now, and I would suspect that this has to do with maybe transients, but here's some of the new things. EV charging spaces. If you're parked in an electric vehicle charging space, you've got to be actively charging.
That's fair.
I think it's fair. RV and could you imagine if you weren't I'm going to park there?
Well, if I have an EV, but I'm not charging, the whole purpose is to charge the vehicle and give that opportunity. That's what it's there for.
No, it's a parking space. I'm kidding. I'm going to park there, especially if it's close to the front of the store. So RV and large vehicle rules. RV and vehicles with slide outs and protrusions cannot block sidewalks or travel lanes. Also, where's the other one? They can't be parked on streets or in public lots for more than 72 hours unless attached to a motorized vehicle. So you can't just leave your trailer out on the street.
It has to be attached to your truck.
Yes. Because you're going somewhere with it.
Yeah.
Presumably. It also clearly defines how far you must move your vehicle when your time limit expires, right? So
1 block.
You're parked somewhere and maybe I don't know, shouldn't be there. I mean, you can be there if you want, but you're there for 72 hours, and it's like, hey, you got to move. You can't just move across the street. You have to.
But can you just go every 72 hours, just like around the block?
I don't know. Come on.
There's always
what
loopholes.
do I know? There's always loopholes.
Yeah.
Trailers, campers. Oh, motorized vehicle did that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Vehicles over 26,000 pounds cannot park in residential zones between 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. I guess that would be like heavy commercial vehicles. So you can't. Weird. So you just can't leave a tractor trailer parked in a neighborhood, I guess is what that's probably saying. And a new process allows the city to create parking districts and management plans where needed. Now, we talked about this. Did we talk about this? We probably talked about this before.
This was down on Greenwood, wasn't it? No.
Well, in
Galveston,
Galveston,
they were like making areas parking districts, which was actual neighborhoods.
Well, they're talking about doing that because parking is so congested. So if they make the rules a little bit better, then it'll, hopefully it'll force people to not jam up some of those areas as much and spread out. Okay. But here's the thing that I found, that this is what I think is actually even more interesting. So those are some parking rules, but here is what I think is really different. It used to be, where was it? Where did you go to before? I've never had a parking ticket here, so I don't even know. But no, I should pull up my other one here. Basically, nowadays, if you get a parking ticket, it's not just pay the parking. I don't know what it was. Now it goes. You have to go to court.
Oh,
it's like a speeding ticket. It's a court-based process. So now you have to go in and actually see, go into the municipal court to pay or to argue or to whatever a ticket.
Okay, and if you don't, failure to appear, it looks like you have a fine of $50. If you don't pay or contest within 14 days.
Wild, huh?
Yeah. You have 30 more days to pay the ticket, or it goes to collections.
So if you ignore a ticket for 14 days, you need to tell the court how you're going to deal with it, or you could get hit with extra fees. Overtime tickets start at $12, which, oof, I mean, how much is parking?
Well,
and then
it was $1 an hour for parking to pay in that one parking lot
downtown behind Bend.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it jumps to $25 if you don't pay it after 6 days, and then $45 after 10 days. So if you don't, no, just like a total.
Okay.
So, so that's kind of interesting.
So, hot button topic. If you're a transient and you have multiple parking tickets and you never pay them,
I don't know
what happens.
I have no idea, but it's going through Bend Municipal Court now, so it's probably a little bit more serious. I mean, I feel like it used to be,
a slap on.
It used to be parking services is who slapped you on the wrist, and there was no backbone behind it. So it was like, hey, I got a parking ticket, but I'm not going to pay it because they can't enforce it. So you just kind of whatever. So parking tickets were more of a suggestion.
Yeah.
You should pay us because you were bad. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's going to municipal court. So that's going to be a much more serious thing. I would assume, I would guess. Yeah, not bad, huh?
We'll see how they enforce this.
That'll be interesting for sure. All right. Let's go to the Redmond Airport. Now, there's two different things going on here.
Good old Redmond Airport.
All right. Well, first of all, did you guys know that there is actually, what do we call it? The East Side Arterial Project. And that's basically, which is funny, right? If you're looking at Redmond, everything's on the west side, and then there's some industrial buildings, and then the airport on the east side. It's
and
airport.
Fairgrounds.
That's kind of industrial, isn't it? So there is actually a project going on the east side that is supposed to ease up traffic and kind of shore stuff up because the airport is growing. The airport is getting bigger. We'll talk about that in a second. And so they're doing some things kind of preemptively, or maybe not preemptively, to smooth the traffic flow over there, which involves a roundabout coming.
We should count how many times we say roundabout. And these, like every time we say roundabout, drink.
Take a shot. Let's make it a drinking game, everybody. Grab your beer or grab your bourbon, and let's go for it. So, yes. Anyway, in Redmond, there's going to be a new roundabout coming. It's like Veterans Way and Airport Way. So if you're coming, go ahead.
Is that on the off ramp?
No. So this is on the other side. So we, living in Bend, always come from the south. But if you're in Redmond and you come Veterans Way, that intersection right there with the Walgreens. So if you
Oh, yes, yes,
So if you
yes.
hit that and you're going to the airport from that direction, basically from the Redmond direction, there's a 3-way stop. Remember that? There's a 3-way
Yeah.
stop there. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know exactly where
That's
it's going now. Yeah.
going to be a roundabout.
Okay.
Again, haven't been there in a hot minute, but
It's kind of weird because it's like you stop, you don't stop. Like,
oh yeah,
it's
you're
kind
right.
of, yeah.
So anyway, it's opened a third leg of its new roundabout, allowing for traffic flow in 9th Street to north. This follows opening the first 2 legs last month for traffic. Oh, it looks like it already is built. Look at that. It already is built. But this third leg or fourth leg or whatever is not open yet, but they're getting ready to do that. So that's kind of interesting. That should really, again, I think the idea there is to smooth up the traffic flow, keep it flowing. Because I mean, I actually do remember that that stop sign, you could get backed up.
Yeah.
Right. The light turns green. Everybody comes from town and you kind of get backed up at that stop sign while you're waiting. And then if nobody's coming from any of the other directions, you're just stopping for no reason.
Yeah.
So
that's always frustrating.
Right. Kind of frustrating. Okay. So that's coming. That's an interesting thing. And that's like one of the last parts of that project over there on the East Side Arterial Project. And it's one of the last things that they're doing over there. So that project's kind of wrapping up, which is kind of nice, just in time for the Redmond Airport expansion. So speaking of the Redmond Airport expansion, the Redmond Airport is asking local businesses here in Central Oregon to submit their proposals to be vendors. So, you know, when you're going to one of those major airports, they've got the shops and they've got the extra restaurants and they've got the little retail stores where you can get your touristy stuff.
I think this is great. So we've been flying through Seattle, for Redmond to Seattle, and then they opened up the Portland thing. I went through Portland just like a month ago, and I was shocked how many good food vendors were there.
You did go through Portland. I
haven't been through Portland in forever.
Yeah.
And, you know, with all of their changes and upgrades and all that kind of stuff, like their food options were amazing. And
cool.
I mean, our airport obviously is not as big as Portland. It's not as big as Seattle, but food option wise, I think we have a lot of great local restaurants, little pop-ups, that kind of stuff. Small, you can make it easy for, you know, some smaller shops to have maybe like a smaller kiosk or something like that and be able to offer some more food options. That'd be great because there's not a lot, and the coffee line is always so long.
I know.
I mean, I just give up.
So, they're asking for, I think 4, maybe 5 different, they've got 4 or 5 different spots for food, which seems like a lot to me, because the one thing though that you don't really think about, and this is what I don't know, and this obviously they're a lot smarter than me, is how many businesses can you really sustain? Because it's not an airport where there's layovers. Like it's not a connecting airport.
Yeah.
You land and you're gone. And like sometimes you show up early and you're a little early, or your flight's delayed and you're sitting at the airport. But I mean, heck, here in Bend, you just go back home and wait for an hour and then come back because everything's so close. But if your flight's delayed, or if it, you know, whatever, you could be sitting there a while. But for the most part, there's not people that are stuck there like there is in other airports because of connections. We don't really have any connections. So I'm a little curious.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like if you're here to visit and you're trying to leave and San Francisco is socked in and they can't get a plane out of Redmond to go to San Francisco, you are stuck at the airport but I mean, it's like $10 and you can take an Uber and go back into Redmond.
Right.
But you could also have food. I think it will be tricky. I mean, how do you sustain them? You know,
well, let's get to the rest of the meat and potatoes here. They're asking local businesses to submit proposals. Now, the Redmond Airport is actually hosting an open house Friday, January 9th. So like this coming up Friday from 11 to 1 for contractors, retailers, food, beverage businesses to show up and learn about the requirements for submitting a proposal. Okay. So I think this is an opportunity for some small businesses that, you know, I mean, this seems kind of like right up the alley for like food truck vendors. Not to say they put a food truck in an airport, but I'm just saying like a small area space, you know, like a small, you know, area space where like, you know, you've got somebody that's really popular. It'd be really cool if there's something that was really popular in town and you go to the airport, like, oh, they've got this here too. That would be kind of fun. And then also they have a couple of spots for like just regular retail vendors too. Right. So what comes to my mind is Cascade Cottons. Yeah. Like downtown Bend. Like you go in there and you can get your Bend swag. Yeah. That would be perfect. Like that's what you see in airports, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go in there and, if you're in Denver or if you're wherever you're at, you see the swag of the area that you're in.
Yeah.
So
true.
That's kind of cool. So anyway, if you are a small business out there watching us, thank you, first of all. Second of all, if you want to be a part of the new airport expansion, rip down there on Friday from 11 to 1 and figure out what the kind of requirements are for submitting a proposal to be one of the vendors. I'm gesturing to the TV, but you can't see it. There it is, at the airport. Can you imagine? So a couple of things. One,
that's such a funny photo.
The airport is changing.
Airport is definitely changing.
It's going to be weird.
It's going to be nice. Have you seen the renderings?
I've seen the renderings. It's going to be nice. But also, I really like the small airport the way it was.
I do too.
It's really cozy. It's really quaint. But I'm super excited about the jet bridges.
100%.
Think about that.
Nothing's worse than going on a tropical type somewhere warm and then having to come back to frozen tundra and you didn't bring a coat or anything and you are hoofing it from like a mile away back into the airport.
Mm-hmm. Like, especially now because it is hoofing it from a mile away because the way the construction is going right now,
like you leave those tuna cans
and you head what direction would it be? Like west for a quarter mile before you have to turn around and then come back east for like a whole feels like a mile. Yeah. It's so long walking to get to the plane outside in those container boxes right now.
It was close to a mile. Like when I hooked it back from my previous trip. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. All right. Fun stuff. Let's see. What do we got next? So those were the two kind of Redmond stories. We got a new roundabout. I said it again. Getting there, take a shot. And the expansion of the retail stuff. So let's go to coffee. And we've got a couple of small businesses. I know. And you and I actually used to own a coffee shop. And when we came back to Bend in 2010, we found this little coffee shop named Thump downtown. And it
reminded us of our
coffee shop back in Tennessee. So we're big fans of Thump Coffee and Backporch for that matter. And they are now merging, which is kind of interesting. This is a story by The Source, and they are merging
TBC.
The two. What?
That's what TBC.
Oh, TBC.
Thump and Backporch Coffee.
Pretty original. So they're merging. But here's the thing. This is what's important. They're not changing their brands. They're still staying the same. They're just kind of merging the back end.
Which is understandable.
They still have their own beans. They still have their own vibes. They still have their own branding. I think that they're kind of doing this as a partnership or as a merger to just kind of grow their purchasing power. You know, think about it. The more product you buy at once, the cheaper discounted rates you can get. So they're cups and even other stuff like milk and stuff. Like the more you buy the volume, you get a discount. So they have merged right now. And both teams have been growing and often on the same trail, building toward the same thing. Two coffee companies will maintain their individual brands, but will share resources behind the scenes to become more efficient. I
like it. I think this is a wonderful example of collaboration. Like, I mean, that's taking a lot of, obviously it's a small town. You're going to run into people. You're going to have similar ventures and stuff. Yeah, you're putting your ego aside and you're solving your problem together, which I think is awesome to see. Both are great coffee companies.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Well, yeah.
There's not much there to say. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. We've got some development news to tell you about right now. Well, I mean a little bit. That's kind of where I figured we'd go next. Are
you going to show this map?
I'm going to show this map. Well, sure. Okay, I'll just pull it up right now. So this is us. And let's go. Let's see where we're going to go. Let's go over to Discovery West.
Oh,
Discovery West. Now, again, this isn't exactly up to date.
Come on, Google.
It's really interesting. These are the schools, Summit, Miller, etc. This is what's currently built here in Discovery West. But actually, most of this right here, this is all completed right now. Like in fact, even right through here. Yep. And what I find interesting is there are $2 million homes right along this road right here. We were there literally yesterday. And then this lot right here is actually about to become a new apartment complex, if you can believe it.
I can believe it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So here we go. I don't know what it's called. What does it see? Edgelands at Discovery West. So they're
Just
building
on
this.
the edge.
There you go.
Discovery.
So this new apartment complex is coming to this area here. What do you see there?
Polished commercial.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So it's 174 apartment units. It's located right there along Skyliners, basically across Miller Elementary near Crosby Drive. It's going to have 6 different buildings. I've got a rendering of that as well somewhere. Boom, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 5 buildings. Oh no, 6. So that's disconnected right there.
Yeah.
6 buildings right along this area here. And
3-story high, 30 units.
there you go. 174 units total.
Yeah. Some of them are 24 unit pods, some of them are 48, and some of them are 30.
So these are going to be mostly studios and 1 bedrooms. So then there's going to be a few 2 bedrooms and even a fewer 3 bedrooms. So this is going to happen. It has been approved. I haven't looked to see the ownership of the land yet, if that particular part of the deal is closed, but it has been approved by the city. They are monitoring conditions, and this is going to happen at some point. So now again, this is one of those things like the public could get really upset about if they, kind of really knew, especially the people that are right along this road right here. So we actually had clients that were looking at buying at one of these right here. And as much as we were like, hey, look, the backside of this is going to be facing out. So it's not like there's going to be parking right here in front of you. I mean, there probably will be on street parking, but there's supposed to be enough parking inside here. It still creates a little bit of tension there. And so I think some of these homes have actually kind of had a hard time selling, I think. But yeah, this is an interesting development coming in. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, is this something that we need over there? I think honestly, it's probably the city of Bend is probably forced them to do that because that's part of the master planning process.
Yeah.
Is to include all different property types. And I also don't think that this is going to be any sort of affordable housing. This will not be very affordable. It's in the nicest, kind of most hoity-toity part of town. So,
well, the other apartments over in Northwest Crossing, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name of that. Those are always full. And it's rather small. It's not
right here. No, that's the Grove. But these guys over here.
Yeah, those.
These guys. Yeah.
That are facing the park.
It's a nice spot.
It's a very nice spot.
Pretty nice spot. So yeah, that's coming. Again, haven't heard much about it. So I don't think this is breaking news by any means because this has been going on for a while. This has been planned for a while, but I'm sure that the majority of the public doesn't know about this. So there you go, folks. Dang it. I did it again. I was showing stuff, but not actually showing stuff. So right here where it's going, this is the other apartment area right over here that we were talking about before, facing the park. I mean, again, we were just over there yesterday. This is such a wonderful neighborhood, such a wonderful part of town. These homes in here are really, really incredible. It'll be interesting to see what the public comment is back on these.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I got there. For fun, I guess I could show you one other thing just to not kill time. We're not about killing time here, but there is another complex going on, and we've talked about it before, but it just happens to stand out to me. And I saw it the other day, and I was like, man, we've talked about it, but right here, there is a 48-unit apartment complex right here, and it is right on that road. I cannot believe how close to that road they were able to build it. There wasn't any sort of easement.
On where?
This is Connors Road right here.
Okay.
And this is 27th. Right.
Oh yeah.
Mountain View High School.
Yeah. Now I know where you're
right.
At.
And all of this is medical right in here.
Yeah.
All of this is medical. And I mean, there's residential on this side. There's medical on this side. There's actually medical right in here and in here and over in here. No, that's not medical here. But right here, we've got some more apartment complexes right here. It's a 3-story walk-up apartment complex. And that is literally in framing right now. So these suckers are actually probably going to be done sooner than later.
Is that age restricted? Do you know?
I don't know. No, I don't believe it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe it is at all. It's just more housing. Something that was approved that people are looking for. So anyway, if you were wondering what that is, apartments, not townhomes, not condos.
Not offices.
Yeah.
Apartments.
All right. Now, this brings me back to the last couple of things I wanted to mention. We have some more development news with respect to road closures and stuff. So we've got a roundabout right here at the corner of, if you guys know where we're at, this is the old Costco. Greenwood, Purcell. And as Purcell turns into Pettigrew right here with Bear Creek Road, this roundabout's finished.
Well,
it's done. Like we reported on this, 6 months ago.
Was that the developer that did that roundabout, or was that the city?
I think the developer helped.
Okay.
Was responsible for doing some of it.
Mm-hmm.
But all of this right in here is being developed into a massive apartment complex as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we drove by the other day. It was it's leveled. They're starting to pour foundations. There's some foundations in there. And so this is definitely working on this right now. They're going absolutely nuts on this right now. So these will be coming vertical. Six will be going vertical here any day now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was super stoked that this was open because, on occasion we head that direction and we have to go around it. In fact, on the way to where I was going, I went around it. And then on the way back, I was like, oh, let's just see if this is open. Because I didn't see anything in the news saying that this was open. So usually they say stuff like that. One thing that they did say that was open was over here. Oh boy. Franklin Road. Franklin Road is not that road. Shoot, where am I now? There's Juniper. This section right here, there's Juniper Park right there. Mm-hmm. This section of Franklin Road was actually blocked off or closed for basically through the fall.
Yeah.
And
they had one way going and then they would switch.
Yep. But this is now open as well.
Oh, great.
So that's nice too.
I just need Butler Market to open back up because that is a hot mess.
That would be fun. That would be great.
That would be great.
It makes just getting anywhere over there on that northeast side a challenge.
Oh man, it's so funny to hear our kids gripe about the road construction. And I'm just like, you guys have no bearing or like not bearings, but like perspective on this.
Yeah,
like it's just like, why are you so? And they're just like, another roundabout, or they blocked this road. And I'm just all like, how is this affecting you?
Yeah, you don't care. You don't really care.
You can't even tell me how to get home.
That's right. Which way do we go? Straight.
I don't know.
That's not
You're driving.
All right. I think that's all we got. Guys, thanks for sticking with us. And remember, look, if you've got any questions about things that are happening, blow us up in the comments. Let us know. Hey, what's going on over here? What's going on over there? We had somebody just reach out and say, why is Olney still closed? Well, they were replacing a 50-year-old sewer line. And then when they got in there, they realized the lines were kind of spaghetti. And so they had to fix all that. So it's taken way longer than I think they wanted to. That's why Olney's closed. Somebody else said something. What was it? It wasn't the one that we were talking about yesterday.
Oh my gosh, that one was great.
There was another one. One other thing somebody was asking us about. And it was like, oh, yeah, I could tell you about that. But now I don't remember what it was. Sorry. Not trying to waste your time, but thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you or somebody you know is looking to buy or sell here in the area, we'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. And we'll see you over in the next one.